Hi, I'm Dr. Sutton. I teach the AP Capstone program here at Chisholm Trail High School. And as you decide what courses you're going to take for the next year, I would like to give you an overview of what Capstone is in the hopes of hopefully recruiting those of you that have a passion for deep level research, of investigating questions that you want the answers to, into this program to be able to continue the work that we've been doing here for the last couple of years with Capstone. Capstone is a 2-year program. It consists of AP Seminar and AP Research. AP Seminar is a year-long course where we train you how to do deep-level inquiry, how to do deep research. You take topics that are of interest to you, and you create your own research question that you want to answer. You're not answering somebody else's question. You're answering your own question. We have 2 different projects and all that are done, performance tasks within the class itself. One of them we focus on putting together a bunch of different sources and putting them into conversation with each other, talking about what they say about a particular topic that we've chosen, a research question we developed, how they help guide to the answer. And then the second performance task, we take a couple pieces of research that we have and we develop our own research question based upon the theme that we see within these pieces. And then we go out and we answer that question using our own experiences, our own understanding. And instead of the research basically being the focus point of the paragraphs, it becomes the support to our own ideas. So we have one project that's about what the scholars are saying, and then one about what we are saying. But in both cases, it's you answering a question that you want to answer. It's you writing a response that you want to write. It's you investigating passions you want to investigate. What type of passions could you do for that? Well, I'll talk about that in just a moment. Let's talk about AP Research next. AP Research has a written component as well. In the AP Research course, it is a year-long process. It's like a senior honors thesis at college, where you will first start in just researching, looking and seeing what sources are out there, what ideas are out there, what topics out there, until you find something that really, really passionately drives you. And then you'll continue that research just to build up an understanding of what's already being said out there. And through that process, you'll develop your research question. You'll find an area that nobody else has talked about, where you find yourself really wanting to speak to your own knowledge, share your own experiences, your own understanding of the topic, of the idea, of the discipline with everybody else. And then you write a paper that will have what they say, what you say, and here's the cool part, you'll actually do some experimental research of your own. You may do a survey. You may create an experiment within one of the science labs with the assistance of one of the science teachers. You may do a historical, archaeological investigation. But you'll do something that will actually give you a chance to do hands-on research that creates the data that you're going to use to be able to answer this question. The cool thing is in the end, the project actually winds up being something your own design and something that you own completely. So, what are the benefits of the program? Well, first, it does teach deep inquiry. What is that value? What's the value of that? Well, simple. If you're going to go to college, you're going to go to university, deep inquiry is what you spend your first couple of years learning how to do. And it's a rough process to go through at the university level, because you're usually working with professors that don't want to spend time talking to you as much. They won't help you. They give you 2 grades in the course, pass or fail you, and then move on. In this course, you have all the support mechanisms of a high school. The secondary grading handbook is in full effect. You can revise assignments. You can work on multiple different things. We work on really making it so that you master this process. And rather than having to spend, just 40 minutes or so in a class proving your mettle and showing that you know what you're doing, you get to spend the entire year building up this skill set. And in the end, you use a whole semester's worth of testing to be able to prove exactly what you can do. And please note, semester testing doesn't mean, that you're sitting there absolutely just exhausted every moment of the day. It means that it's a case of it is broken up into small chunks that are manageable, able to be done within a regular course load. Whether you're taking 5 AP classes, 6 AP classes, just Capstone, you'll be able to manage it as long as you do the work as it's assigned. I chunk it up so that you can actually go a little bit at a time and be successful. 2, you're not just writing, you're also presenting and defending. One of the biggest things that's a flaw with what happens in most of our course programs is we're really big about training you to write for a sit-down exam, but you never get to talk about what you actually wrote. You don't get to present the information. You don't get to defend and answer questions about it that could give you a chance to provide more clarity to the discussion that's going on. You get to actually talk the talk. You get to share your information out, and it gets to be a part of you having a conversation about the information that you've created, not just putting forth the paper. Both the paper and the presentation get graded and are part of your AP score. The presentation scored here, the paper goes off to the College Board. Colleges, they're the ones that asked for Capstone. They wanted a more rigorous course that focuses on truly developing an argument, not prepping to go sit in a room and bubble some responses and write a 40-minute or so timed essay. They wanted a course where a student would take an idea, a thought, a point of investigation, a passion, and really flush out a really solid paper using good research. And that's what this course gives them. It gives them a chance to be able to look at you and go, here's somebody that is going to not only come into our college and be a good asset eventually, they're already going to be able to do the work because they've already done it. You don't go in as a rookie freshman not really knowing what's going on. You go in as a seasoned investigator, a seasoned scholar. You will be having skill sets and all that will be able to be on par with seniors in college when you finish this course, and you'll have done it in a small amount of time here at the high school in a controlled environment where we can make certain that you truly do master those skills. The college course is flexible. Seminar can be used for Comp 1 or Comp 2, speech credit. The research course can be used for whatever discipline the paper winds up being in. Some people are working on astrology, some people have worked on miraculous ladybug and fan fictions. I've had people that have explored biomedical ethics. I've had people exploring all sorts of different topics, and they want the credit that is associated with what they're doing. They're doing a science based project, they want a science credit. They're doing something English, music. They want to fit where they're going with their future, and that gives them a chance to do that with research. Because colleges asked for it, colleges are rewarding it. There's a check mark that your counselors will put in the common application for colleges if you're in Capstone that will state you're a Capstone candidate. This will take your application and move it to the top of the stack. All of a sudden, you're just advanced up in consideration, and it gives you a better chance of getting into some of the most competitive schools that exist across the globe. Doing Capstone has a plus to it, especially for those of you that are competitive. Maybe you're not planning on going there, you're thinking about just TCC. Again, Capstone is very meaningful there. You will excel because you already have the skills necessary to be able to go quickly through the materials that are being presented to you. Finally, you could get graduate with 2 diplomas. If you pass the Capstone courses, both of them with a 3 or higher, and a 3 or higher on 4 of their exams, then you'll become a Capstone graduate, and you get the diploma. Otherwise, you get a research certificate if you just complete Capstone but haven't met this other requirement. You get pluses from it. So, who should take Capstone? Gifted and talented students. So you're one of those people that has been flagged as being in GT. This is a course for you. If you're one of those people that maybe weren't flagged, but you really are gifted and talented, you know who you are. You're the students and all that you find yourself asking questions all the time. You want to know more. You want to dig deeper. You want to be able to explore stuff from your own vantage point, from your own way of looking at it. This is a course that speaks to you. It's out for you. Driven students, you have to be driven. I will chunk things into small portions, but you have to be willing to do the work of the course. When you ask students that are in Capstone what they got from Capstone, what they thought of Capstone, you have a couple of different responses that will happen. Our first several years, students could not exit the program, and they continually were posting about the fact that AP Capstone was a strong program, that the work that they were doing in college was basically just an AP Capstone course. They would put things like our annotated bibliographies or research papers. They'd put the work they were doing at, say, UT Austin, Texas A&M. They would put it up on a screenshot and all for Twitter and say, I'm living Capstone. That's the benefit piece. There have been students and all that have dropped in the last couple of years because there is an option that has been made available if a student's really struggling. But even those students are going to leave with a stronger ability to do research and writing. And truth be told, if you work with me, you collaborate with me, you'll do things as I have them portioned out, you'll find that this course is manageable for anyone. But you do have to be driven. Because when we get to the testing season, I can't help you directly. I can sit there and ask questions. I can give you some feedback on structural components. I will give you guidance that will make you successful. But a lot of the work will be on you. Now, let's keep going through it. Students are curious. Again, you want to answer questions and ask questions that people haven't done yet. You want to explore things more. You want to be able to choose your path of investigation. This is for you. The seminar course is open to grades 10 through 12. So starting with your sophomore year, you can take the course. All the way up to seniors. Seniors are the last ones into the course because we are focused on having both courses completed by students that are in it, so we want capstone graduates. But some seniors can get in the course as well, so do feel free to take it. Is there a benefit to taking just half of it a course? It's a rigorous course. It's one that will teach you how to do the writing that you're going to do in college, but in a controlled environment. It's a lot of fun, so you could still benefit from it. Research is open to students in grades 11 through 12. Those are the only two that would ever have had seminar completed and be able to do research. Now, as far as what the course counts for here at school, it is an English 3 and English 4 credits. So if you take capstone, the seminar and research, you wouldn't have to take English 3 or English 4, and you'd still be able to get your diploma and graduate and move on. If you want to find out more information and find out if it's right for you personally, or if you're a parent watching this and want to find out if it's right for your student, I'm going to provide a brochure with this information that teachers can link into the Canvas to be able to share with students. Go ahead and look at that. There are some links and all that are provided within it, and QR codes. You can use your phone to just hover over, and you can actually see some of the videos of past AP Capstone students presenting. It's an exciting, wonderful program. I really hope to see some of you in it. If you have any questions, with COVID being what it is, whether you're remote or face-to-face, feel free to email me. I love talking about the program. I would happily hop into a Teams chat if that's necessary to be able to help you make your decision. But again, if you think this is a course for you, if you like investigating things deeply, if you're ready to go beyond just a standard pre-existing course, then Capstone may be the one for you. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.